I'm Silent Stories, and today we're going to be reviewing the top 5 Nicki Minaj and Tom Holland fan fictions. Number 5.
Happy Birthday. Another Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj fanfiction by Lemon Lover 1110. It was your boyfriend's birthday today. You and Tom had been dating for a while now, but you hadn't had sex yet, and that was kind of bothering you. He always said no every time you tried to have sex with him, and you respected that, but you wanted more. You had been dating him for 5 years now. You decided to surprise him today since it was his birthday. "Hey, baby," you said when he answered his phone. "Hello, love. How y'all today?" "I'm good. Hey, I have to go. I was just checking up on you." You purposely didn't say happy birthday because you wanted to surprise him. When it was 5 p.m., you showered and put on your sexiest clothes. At 6, you decided to drive to Tom's house. When you got there, you thought you were alone, until you heard moaning coming from upstairs. You went upstairs and saw him fucking Nicki Minaj, your best friend. "What the fuck, Tom?" He quickly stopped what he was doing and covered his dick with bedsheets. Nicki laid there naked. I can't explain, love." "Then do it, dumb bitch." "Well, you see, you forgot it was me birthday." That doesn't mean you can fucking cheat on me. And I didn't forget. I was going to fucking surprise you. I'm so done with your shit. I'm breaking up with you. "Love, please don't. It was a mistake." "You're right. It was a mistake. But you know what else was a mistake?" "What, love?" "Being friends with that bitch," you said before you pulled out a gun that was in your purse for some reason and killed Nicki. "We can be happy forever, my love," you both said before you kissed and went to the spare room to fuck. The end.
Number 4.
Spidy Tings, a Tom Holland X Nicki Minaj fanfiction by Lana Versace. Nicki's POV. I jolted from my sleep. I was having a nightmare about Cardi B again. Suddenly, I got a phone call. It was from my manager. "Nicki, where are you? We were waiting for you in the studio," she said urgently. I'ma be out there when I get there, period." I snapped back to her. I hung up the phone. I put on my favorite pair of neon pink leggings and a crop top. I did the rest of my 2-hour morning routine, and I got back in my hot pink car. I finally arrived at the studio and I saw him, Tom Holland. "Hey, Nicki," he greeted me. "Hey, what's good?" I said back, giving him a hug. He was taller than me, but not tall. "I love your movies," I told him. "Thanks so much, babes. I love your music," he said, smiling. "Ooh, I like that accent. I didn't know you were British." I only knew him from his movies, and Peter was from New York. I've been working on a song for Tom's new movie. I was so happy to hear that they wanted me to play music in the movie. We've been now recording for a few hours now. I was tired as well as everyone else. We decided to take a break though. "Hey, Nicki," Tom started to say. "What's up?" I said. "Would you want to get a burger from Macca's with me?" he asked. "Sis what?" I said I had no clue what he was saying. "Oh, McDonald's. Macca's is what we call it back in the UK," he said. His face started to go red. "Oh, I see," I said, smirking. "Sure, let's do it, baby," I said, checking him out. I could see that he was starting to get more red. Chapter 2.
Number 3.
Engaged. Another Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj fanfiction by Lemon Lover 1110. Your best friend called you to tell you she's getting married to the love of her life. You were so happy for her. She's always dreamed of her wedding with the love of her life. Thankfully, Tom was a great man, and he had a big dick. Nicki doesn't know this, but you guys fuck on the download. I want to be your maid of honor, she said. You screamed out of excitement. But why didn't you feel happy? You grabbed your phone and called your other best friend, James Charles. Hey, James, did you know that Nicki was getting married? You heard him gasp with this phone. Oh my god, no, sister. I want to say I'm happy for her, but I've tried killing her many times to be with Tom. I think I'm in love with Tom, you said. And then you hear James scream, and it took him a few minutes to answer your confession. Ruin your happiness, sister, he said, and that gave you ideas. Nicki was your best friend, but you loved Tom. He made you happy. You really didn't know if you made him happy, but it was worth a shot. A few months later. You really didn't do anything fun in the past few months because you were helping Nicki plan the wedding. You didn't make a plan because you didn't need one. Nicki was your best friend, and your love for her fiancé wasn't worth ruining your guys' friendship. You went over to Nicki's house just to talk. The wedding was coming up soon, and she totally forgot that she had a best friend alive. When you knocked on the door, Tom opened it. Hello, darling. Nicki's out right now. You can come back later unless you want to fuck right now, he said in his fake British accent. That accent always gets you turned on. Oh, Tom, stop doing that British accent. He looked at you confused. He went inside and started unbuttoning your shirt. He closed the door and turned around. He saw you in your black lace bra, which was his favorite. You guys started making out, and you felt his boner. What the fuck? Said Nicki, who had just gotten home. She ran away crying, and Tom went after her. Wow, thank the Lord that they're gone, you said, before you started robbing their house. The end.
Number 2.
Tom X Nicki by The Galactic Tit. It was a normal day for Nicki Minaj. She had just waked up. She was hungry because her butt is so big and needs to be fed. Her butt is named Janice, pronounced butt. Nicki decided to go to Starbucks in England to feed her butt because she was shooting her music video for her new song, Queen, featuring Selena Gomez in London. When Nicki arrived in the coffee shop, she noticed a very cute stranger. Oh, hello, who are you? Nicki said. Hello, I'm Tom Holland, Tom Holland said in a British accent, and they laughed so much. Nicki was very surprised because she always thought Tom Holland was American since he plays Spider-Man, who is from New York. Wow, I loved your movie where you play Spider-Man, said Nicki flirtatiously. Tom knew what she was doing. She wanted to do drugs and sex with him. Yes, love, and I love your new song. Let's go back to me apartment and do drugs and sex, Tom yelled. Nicki and Tom walked out of the England Starbucks to Tom's apartment, which was filled with tea and crumpets and scones because he's English, even though he plays Spider-Man, who is from New York. Tom naughtily pulled out a bag of marijuana, and together they did the whole bag. They were so high by this point that Tom had an erection. Nicki saw Tom's huge spider-sized Punisher.
And finally, in my opinion, the number one Nicki Minaj and Tom Holland fan fiction.
Oh no, a Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj fanfiction by Levin Lover 1110. Tom Holland and Nicki Minaj are the hot couple of the year, and you are jealous of that. You want to end their happiness, and the only way of doing that is by killing her. You knew Tom loved you, but he was too much of a pussy to do anything, so you decided to take matters into your own hands. You go to the store to buy a gun and some necessary shit to kill a person. You go to Tom's house when you know Nicki is out of the house, and you guys fuck for like 10 minutes because Tom always comes early. We have to kill her, you tell him, and he nods. How are we going to do that? You explain the plan, and he says it's good. You leave through the black door, and when you notice Nicki's car's outside. A week later, you decided to kill her. Tom is going to take her to the woods. You will pretend to be Tom's friend and will go with them. When you're sure no one can hear her scream, you pull the gun out and bam! Hopefully, the plan will work out. It was 6 a.m. and you had to go to Tom's house since him and Nicki are driving you. When you get there, they were outside. You got in the car, and there was complete silence for 3 hours. You go to a cabin and took all your luggage into your own room. You waited an hour before you suggested to go for a walk in the woods. They both agreed. You walked for hours. You stopped. You turned around and reached for the gun that was in the back of your pants. It's time to die. You pointed the gun at Nicki and pulled the trigger. But oh no, you accidentally shot Tom. To freedom! Nicki yelled and started running away. I'm so sorry, Tom, you sobbed. I don't want to go, Tom Holland said before he took his last breath and died. Hashtag Rip Tom Holland. The end.
Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.